This is a presentation about TU835, the BSc in Spatial Planning and Environmental Management, a combined programme at TU Dublin Environment and Planning. I'm David O'Connor, I'm Head of TU Dublin Environment and Planning, and I'd like to talk to you about the BSc Honours in Spatial Planning and Environmental Management, which offers choices, opportunities and careers in creating a sustainable future. You can contact us anytime at environment@tudublin.ie if you'd like to know more about this presentation. The BSc in Spatial Planning and Environmental Management, TU835, formerly DT106, is a combined degree that allows you to specialise in either planning the future of towns and cities, the BSc in Spatial Planning, or managing a sustainable environment for the future, the BSc Environmental Management. How the programme works, it's a combined programme, and that means that when you enter in first year, everybody studies a combined common year set of first year modules together. At the end of first year, you get to make a choice, so you can choose to specialise further in either environmental management or spatial planning. At all times through the programme, you stay in contact with the combined programme and you study modules together with your peer students on whichever side of the programme. So for example, common modules that all students will take throughout the programme include things like habitats and biodiversity, society and environment, settlement analysis, research methods, European field trip, which everybody goes on together, and final year dissertation. If you stream into the BSc in Environmental Management, you'll undertake specialist modules like rural management plans, environmental fieldwork, climate systems, conservation management, and river basin management. Whereas if you specialise in spatial planning, you'll do specialised stream modules in things like urban design, local area plans, society and governance, heritage appraisal, and development management. So all students take a number of common modules throughout the programme, but mainly in first year, but also throughout years 2 to 4, students will take specialist modules as part of each programme stream. So what is spatial planning? Spatial planning covers important topics like climate change, sustainable transport and mobility, housing and sustainable communities, placemaking. You might wonder what placemaking is. It's about designing and making plans for sustainable, healthy neighbourhoods. So this is a huge responsibility for planners. Things like urban regeneration, regenerating our towns and villages, and interesting things like tactical urbanism. So how we can make towns and cities and places better through engaging with communities and carrying out, on-street events, often in public places. An example is Parking Day Dublin, where students help to turn car parks into experimental public spaces for a day around the city. Environmental management also covers the important topic of climate change, but also looks at the sustainable use of natural resources, things like water quality, nature conservation, environmental assessment and waste management. Just like our spatial planners, our environmental management students go on a lot of field trips to gather data and to examine environmental resource management really as it's happening in real life. So we emphasise active learning. We have a high amount of field trips and studio content on our programme. And even during the pandemic, even during coronavirus, we're still managing to accommodate a certain level of studio-based teaching in a very safe environment together with the health and safety officers, and also field trips. We've managed to maintain a level of these. Not as high as normal, but it's a very important part of our programme. And if we can do it safely, we'll manage to do that. The programme is a very skilled programme, so practical learning is very, very important to us. So throughout the programme, you'll pick up design skills, software and technical skills, but also presentation skills. And over the 4 years of the programme, people become very, very professional and proficient at presenting ideas and projects and strategies that they've put together using software and tools like ArcGIS, Adobe Creative Cloud, SketchUp, and the like. So we're based in TU Dublin Bolton Street. That's very close to the Grange Gorman campus, less than 10 minutes walking distance away. And also we're a stone's throw from the city centre. We're on the top floor of the Bolton Street building, and that's where we have our spatial planning and our environmental management studios. So it's also quite an internationalized program. We have a lot of students who go on Erasmus trips, and we have a lot of Erasmus students that come to us, and we also have an international field trip every year, which I'll mention in a minute. We have international associations beyond Europe with the National University of Lesotho and the Guangdong Institute of Beijing University of Technology in China. Students from both those places are studying with us at the moment, and our students have gone to visit these locations as well. Every year there's at least one international field trip. Recently students have gone to Amsterdam, Bratislava, Krakow, Vienna. This year, unfortunately, with the restrictions, we've had to carry out a sort of a virtual exchange with another university, but we hope again in the future, once things get back to normal, that we'll carry out our international field trip to a new location every year. So employability is a big priority of the program. It's a very career-focused program. There is a work placement option between third and fourth year, and we have a professional practice module that prepares students for working in a real-life situation. Work placement students have gone to many diverse organizations, such as the ones that are shown here in this slide. So examples from local authorities, Dublin City Council, Fingal County Council, Dublin County Council, private practice, Corn Associates, Brady Shipman Martin, Downey, McCutcheon Halley, and also government agencies such as Nor Planola, Irish Water, and heritage and advocacy organisations like Antashka. These are all examples of where students have recently taken up work placement, and many of our students continue on to find graduate positions with these organisations. We also carry out Safe Pass training as a part of the programme. So we have a very active student society, an extracurricular program, and that's very important for us. It's important that we have contact with industry, with civic society, and that our students are engaged with their disciplines all the time. And it's a very active place to be, and hopefully a very enjoyable one as well. Just some examples of where graduates have ended up. These are some recent past graduates of the programme, and just examples of some of the careers that our students end up engaging in. So Hilary, for example, found work with UN Habitat and travelled to some very interesting places. Archie specialised in passive house technology and has been involved in some very cutting-edge projects. Rachel is a transport planner with a major consultancy, and Stephen is Programme Coordinator for the Liberties Regeneration Project in Dublin City Council. A few more examples. Saoirse is working with Brady Shipman Martin, Niall is with Gay Electric, Aoife is with Future Analytics Consulting, and Gary is with Hughes Planning and Development Consultants. And a few students who went further afield. Colin is working with the European Energy Union ENSO-E project, developing an online electricity grid map using ArcGIS. Jean is a researcher with K2, a very well-regarded knowledge centre for public transport in Sweden. And Gillian is in Auckland with the New Zealand Transport Agency. Finally, Ilana is working with Little UK in their property planning and acquisitions section. So a very diverse range of futures exist for all of our graduates, and it's good that our graduates also keep in touch with us when they move on. So professional associations are a key part of the programme. The programme is accredited with the Irish Planning Institute, the Royal Town Planning Institute, and others as well. So that professional accreditation is very important to us, and we work closely with the professional institutes, and that's what makes sure that our programme is career focused and an employable degree, which is a very important part of what we do and what we provide for our students. Just some of our colleagues here, and it's a very passionate and enthusiastic and dedicated team. They're all very committed and engaged professionally with their industry and disciplines, and they enjoy working on this programme, and it's a very good team to work with, and they work very closely with our students towards their degree. So finally, to repeat, if you have any questions, you can drop us an email. You can find out more on our website, Environmental Planning, at DIT, and you can also follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. So perhaps if you're interested in choices, opportunities and careers in creating a sustainable future, you might think about TU835, the BSc Honours in Spatial Planning and Environmental Management at TU Dublin Environmental Planning. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to finish with a short video reiterating some of the messages that I've already mentioned, and thank you very much for listening.